guys, welcome back to Winter Survival. Today, just kind of hanging out here, trying to relax in the game, but you can't really relax in this one. But I put about 20 hours into the game now. I know it's not a ton, but we're at day 18 in the endless mode here. And oh look, the sun is rising, and we're all in good shape here. And I thought maybe I would just sort of talk about the game. Not really a review, but just because it's still very early access, but maybe sort of give a rundown on everything that I've sort of experienced and my thoughts on it here. And while I do that, I'm going to try and figure out how to make one of these new spears. We're level 27 in the adaption, or something like that. Need a couple tall grasses here. 1, 2, and then I need to... So I think this is the best spear in the game so far. This bone spear. I've been using the stone one and the sharpened stick, of course. And I need... I think this is where I put the bones. Because it's just normal animal bone, I imagine. So I'll make, you know, 1 or 2 of these and maybe go test it out while I sort of talk about the game. Okay, we made 1. That's fine. Let's just throw that on here. Look at all my spears. So that's the stone one. Here's the bone one. Here, let's just see what they look like again. So this is a stone one. So you actually finally make a spear. And then I guess we're just sticking a bone on it. And it does more damage, is my understanding. There you go. Looks a little sharper, I suppose. But yeah, so Winter Survival. Basically, I'm sort of doing my thoughts on it now because I think the series will just pause for a little bit. I believe I got a lot of things coming down that's going to take away from my YouTube time, and the game is getting a little intensive for me along the lines of storage, like inventory management and managing your weight. It's a whole lot of picking up sticks and a whole lot of picking up this tall grass. Now, it is definitely a survival game, and not a bad survival game. But certain things aren't for everybody. It's okay, though. Like, I do like the game. I want to see where it goes, but I think I might wait until they develop it a little bit more now. But yeah, it's just, right now, there's... Just it is kind of like that, because right now I'm kind of stuck progressing. I don't actually know how many levels there are. Here, we'll pop into that. But I'm getting fairly far, and I don't think there's too many more implemented right now. Because I do know, I think this is the last spear, as I was saying before. And I'm sort of getting near the end. I am kind of curious as to what's to come. But I do plan on revisiting it, so hopefully I can keep this save and our little house and everything can stay here. But I think I will be pausing it just for a little bit. Oh, and what we should be doing is going to see if we can hunt some rabbits here. Because that's kind of where I'm stuck in progression. To upgrade your clothing, you have to... the next step is rabbits, but there only ever seems to be one that spawns in, but maybe there'll be more this time. Here, I'm so used to just picking up the tall grass. You need so much of it. But I guess I should go over the good things, right? The good things are very atmospheric. The atmosphere is awesome. You do feel quite alone, and you do feel the chill, how cold it is. The feedback's really good in the game. I think so anyways. The survival parts are really good. Like, you start with just sharpening a stick, trying to survive against the wolves. You have to, I think the monitoring your food is good, the drink is good, the rest is good. I think that's all balanced. I think the temperature monitoring is good. But I think the survival part there, they've got it well done. It's the first survival game I think I can think of where you also have to keep your clothes dry, well, that I've played anyways, and then dry the clothes, even though there's a bit of a bug with that I found. And also game crashes. So we're gonna get a little bit of a deja vu here because I had to load back in, and the sun's coming back up again. We'll have to make her a spear again, so we can really see the sunrise this time. I was trying to get the good stuff first before going into the negatives, but as you can see, bugs and some crashes. I didn't get too many crashes before, but I mean, looks like it's coming a little hot and heavy there on the crashes now. Yeah, we'll make our spear and try to go rabbit hunting. But yeah, I was talking about the positives when the game's is gonna crash on me. What can you do, right? But yeah, the atmosphere is good. The feeling of cold, all that. The survival stuff, the survival mechanics is really good. I like what they did in the bottom left. You can see like his brain kind of stressed out there. Every time it gets to a certain point of stress, then something negative will happen to his mind. And basically all those things like tired and food and drink, cold. There is a debuff on me right now, cabin fever. He's been hanging out alone in the cabin too long. Each time that little thing goes around in a circle, it can happen on all these status effects. It'll impact the brain. And when the brain gets to a certain point, when you sleep, something negative will happen. There's like a big debuff you can get, or you can lose one of your adaptation levels. And yeah, so you can see all the sorts of stuff in here. So this is a really cool part where it monitors your health, and here's all your specifics on your perks, and like these are basically what you've gotten through your levels, and then your basic stats over here. And here's your brain. He's at 80% stressed, and when he gets to 100%, he'll either get one of these. They have to pick. These are like big debuffs, or you will lose an adaptation level. And then there's like a mini mission to get it back. So it's kind of an interesting mechanic. My reasoning for it, well, what I understand from it, is when they provided me the key for early access to try out, there was like a little bit of a documentation that came with it. And it said that they feel that most survival games, now I'm paraphrasing here, start off challenging, and then they get more difficult or easier as they go on, because you get better tech and you get established, everything like that. Well, from my understanding, they actually want the game to get more difficult as it gets on, or at least keep the difficulty the same, and that's what the debuffs are about. It's adding permanent debuffs, and then taking away some of your levels with the option to get them back with like a little bit of extra work. So it's an interesting approach to it. I'm not a big fan of taking the levels away. Now I don't even know. I think I've had that happen once in the endless playthrough. I'm usually getting the major debuffs. I think I had it once, and then I got it back fairly easily. But it's an odd feeling when you can get this scenario where you get rewarded one of these adaptation levels. Like you'll get something, so some of them are a little basic, but you also, you'll get like crafting recipes or whatnot in here. And like say I just unlock like 23, and then all of a sudden I have like one of those brain 100% things. I think it just takes one of these at random, so they can take away one of the ones you just got. So it'd be like, here's your reward, and then yank it right away. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you lose the recipes when you lose one, I'm pretty sure. And then these are all like little buffs. So that's kind of a weird thing. But I see where they're coming from. They want to keep the game challenging. And I think it is challenging. It's definitely more challenging at the start. Because it took me a while just to get this little thing set up, and then you're stuck sleeping outside and you keep getting interrupted by wolves and boars and things like that. The game did get easier once I got the shelter built, a fire inside, a drying line, and a bed. So at this point I was saying earlier, it's getting heavy on kind of the inventory management and managing your weight. And it's not really challenging at the moment, so that's partly my fault because I picked the easier difficulty. But usually I challenge. Usually games are challenging for me. But it was challenging at the start, right? If I was on a harder difficulty, I might not even have made it this far. But right now, fairly easy to maintain all the needs. And I'm just gonna save in case it crashes.
Warm at last.
It was cold? Well, I don't think that was cold, buddy. But it's pretty easy to maintain the needs at a certain point, but it is, there's good satisfaction to it as well. Like, once you get to the point where you get through the first hurdle, start learning the game, and then you get your little house built, and all your needs are met, you're fully rested, there's some good satisfaction there. And then you get to sort of hunker down and start working away at building all your stuff and exploring. But I'm not too sure how much of the exploring there is. I do want to check it out some more, but I think I explored close to some of it. There's mines or something like that with trolleys, which I haven't played around with. So there is more for me to do. It's just going to be one of those things where I'm kind of limited on time these days. And I just wanted to get my thoughts out there, not do a super long video, even though I'm at 11 minutes. But it's good to, you know, good to share thoughts if someone's looking at picking up the game. I think it's $20 US, which is, you know, certainly reasonable to me. But still pretty early access. It's got a story mode. On the channel, I did play to the story mode at the end of Act 1. I don't think they've gone farther, but maybe they have. There's going to be different acts. You end up at this tower or whatever at the end of Act 1. But the gameplay in endless mode is, I think, where it's at. I think they've done a good job there. There's lots of levels, lots of crafting stuff to unlock. Lots to do. Good enough challenge. Different difficulty levels. So there is good stuff there. But yeah. So on to the negatives, I suppose, which you've already seen. Game crash. Early access, though, right? There it goes again. And we're back in it. So I hope you can sort of see where I'm coming from. Pausing it. It actually didn't crash a whole lot during the playthrough. If you've been hanging out or checking through the playthrough, I think it only started recently, and I have no idea what's causing it. I set some traps over there by the rabbits. It seems to crash when I go that direction, so maybe I just won't. Well, maybe we'll try one more in a minute. But you know, it's an early access thing, so I don't know what to say about that. This save has had several bugs in it. I've had the game since like the early access, so I don't know if mine updated correctly but this save game came later. I don't really know. I've had this thing floating in the air. Yeah, so I think I got through all the positives I want to. Like, I think if you're like really into survival games and you want to sort of jump along the journey and give them feedback, I mean, they're pretty active with the updates and on the Steam forums, as far as I can see. I do see the updates and the patch notes coming all the time. Looks like they're really working at it, so that is really cool. So I think it's 20 US. You can sort of jump in and then, you know, see what it is, maybe give feedback, try it out, get further than I am. But yeah, just a heads up. It does seem bumpy. I'm trying to think of the bugs I've all encountered. The floaty thing, the crashes. There's been a few. Oh, I couldn't get my clothes dry many times. I think that bug is still there. I don't actually see it anywhere. I went on the forums actually to check on it to see what people were doing to fix it. Seems like I'm the only one where my clothes won't dry. So, but I can get it if I fail around with it enough. And I don't think I'm doing anything wrong there because I just hang the clothes. It'll be this. I got a drying rack over there, or a line, and a drying line here, and they both will say good condition drying, so no idea. But well, we can see if it works right now. Dry my hat. Was the fire going? Yeah. Yeah, see, it just doesn't dry it. When it does dry, it starts ticking down immediately. So I don't know. Yeah, so I went through all the positives. I don't want to go really too negative on an early access thing, but that's kind of like where I'm at, and I'm stopping because it's I've got like this little chest here, a couple chests over there, a couple here and here, and some of that's just me. If you're like a very organized person, like some people like organizing, getting all their inventory. Building a nice like a thing, like I should be building like a bigger one, and And a lot of people do that, like, you know, kind of like the Minecraft thing. People like building things. I'm not huge into that, as you can probably see. I just get, like, the basics. I don't really want to put a whole lot of time in it, because to build these, you pretty much have to run around and pick a whole lot of tall grass and sticks. And it's a lot. It's a lot to just build this little thing. And, but, you know, if I would, like, I wanted to extend this, but then I'm like, then I gotta move these things. And that's just... like, it's not even that bad, but I'm like, no, I'll just throw it out a couple things here. But if you're the type of person that likes to actually build the stuff, you can probably build some cool stuff. And then, like, you know, if you don't mind managing your inventory and keeping it nice and organized. I think there was a time when I enjoyed stuff like that, but not so much now. But that's just me. So that's, you know, it's just a personality thing, or like an opinion thing on it. But that's where it's kind of slowing down for me. Too much inventory management at this point, and I keep running out of weight, and there's a lot of things. I've collected so many things that I stopped collecting stuff now, and yeah. Progress is kind of wonky at the moment because I got this small skin drying rack, and my next stage of clothing is bunny skins I have to dry, and I got like 1 or 2 bunnies, but the bunny rabbits are over there, but the game keeps crashing when I try to go get them. So we'll try in a second. I was trying to think if there's anything else. I think probably I've gotten the info I want through it. Fun game. Did enjoy it. We'll probably come back to it at some point, but I think I will pause it. And I'm hoping my save can hold, because I don't really want to start the whole thing again. But maybe when I come back to it, I'll do the story. We'll see. I'll keep monitoring it. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think anything else. I mean, good atmosphere and stuff. So, but I think so. We're gonna try again here. We're gonna try again. Maybe it's my spear crashing the game. I don't know. Let's just try. See if I can get over. I have some traps down by the rabbit, so maybe one of the traps is making the game crash, like when it renders in or something. Get over here. It crashes around here, right? Maybe we'll make it this time. Jump. And maybe get a rabbit, but yeah, I can't really progress because there's only like 1 rabbit that spawns in, and the traps don't seem to do anything. As far as I can tell, I don't know. I got bait in them. I got 2 traps around one of them. See if we can find them here. So it hasn't crashed yet. I'm getting frames though. There's a couple hits. And I keep thinking it's gonna crash. Optimization needs to be optimized more for sure. You get frame dips all the time, and oh, see, there's a rabbit. Oh, see, now there's 2 of them. Oh, he just flew into it. See if we can get this guy. Yeah, see, there's their thing, you know, their hole. But there was 2. Usually there's just 1, so maybe progress. Do I have the traps out here? I forgot where I put them. Oh, here's this one. So no trap on this one. This one must be... I got over here. How did this thing die? Okay. I did not do this. But we'll take it. Are the wolves attacking the elk now? Is that a thing now? I haven't encountered that yet. So there's a wolf there. If you're kind of just jumping in, checking out this video. The combat, it's okay. I mean, you can poke at them. If you're on easy, you just have to charge the spear. And then, well, I say it and it doesn't work. You charge the spear and he'll just jump into it. That should kill him instantly, I think, with this spear. Or maybe not. Oh, I got the wrong spear. Did I make my other one? I can't remember now. Did I forget? I was thinking that maybe the spear was what was causing the crash. But the stone, yeah, bone. The bone one, I think, kills them in one go. I'm not sure, though. We'll try and find another wolf before I end the video. They're not hard to find. I'm not even going to bother skinning them there. But yeah, you don't... There it goes. Yeah, I think it's the spear. Oh, well, we're back to the menu there. It does appear to be the new spear I made. So maybe there's something going on there. But yeah, I think that's all the stuff I wanted to get across there. I won't be able to demonstrate the new spear, obviously, but I think you see how that one took 2 with the wolves. Both of them, both of the lower level spears, that one and the sharpened stick, you have to pierce them twice like that, and I think that this one is finally just one time, which would be nice into the game. But I think, yeah, I think we'll close it off there for now. I will revisit this in the future. Let me know any comments, suggestions, questions in the bottom. Below in the comment section, of course. And yeah, if you haven't checked out the playthrough and are curious about the game, just kind of scroll back through. I did make a playlist of it. This is just the 10th episode, but each one is about a half an hour long or more. Actually, no, 30 to 45 minutes. So there's a good amount of gameplay through the 9 episodes, and then there's the story earlier on. But anyways, thanks a bunch for checking out the video, and just let me know what you guys think. Take care, and hopefully see you in the next one.